How much money do you need invested to be financially free? What even is financial freedom? It's gonna be different for everyone, so today I will show you how you can find out your magic number. Lay back, take out your calculator and prepare to have your dreams crushed, because we are about to do some math. Let's go! Before we get started, I have to say that this is not financial advice. Don't forget, I'm just a random guy on YouTube saying whatever I want. The following will be just my opinion and my experience I have on the topic. Alright, with that out of the way, what is financial freedom? There are many different definitions over the internet, but the one that I tend to use is you are financially free when your investments and assets cover your expenses. Meaning you can basically do nothing and you will still be able to afford a roof over your head, food on your table, and you can do whatever you want with your time. Some people prefer to add a big extra to this to cover their lifestyle expenses as well, like a bigger car, big fancy house, and a 200-inch big screen plasma OLED 3D smart laser TV. I recommend achieving my version first, since it will be much easier, and when you get there, you will already have the knowledge and the means to expand further. Just a bit of mind hack for you. Alright, but how much are we talking about? Well, the answer really ties to only one thing, and that is how much money you need each month. In other words, how much would you like your salary to be? Everything else just kind of falls into place, and again, think hard on this one, try to make it as little as possible, because remember, the more you want, the more you will need to have invested, and the harder it will be to get there. So how do you figure out how much you need for a month? Well, to find your base minimum number, go log into your bank account and download the last couple months' statements. This is so you can see real numbers and not just estimating something in your head that may or may not be correct. Next, take out your calculator for the first time and start adding all the necessary expenses, and only the necessary expenses. Food, clothing, rent, internet, all monthly debt payments, full costs, etc. And I like to add a bit of extra here as well for unexpected things. For example, when your TV remote breaks during Netflix and chill because you were curious. Anyways, pause the video here until you finish.
One eternity later.
Cool, so hopefully now you have your number and you did not count your Netflix subscription or your subscription to this channel. Oh wait, that last one is actually free. The next category is your luxury things. Add every other expense you have in your statement here. These are the things that support your current lifestyle, but are not by any means strictly necessary. This will be your goal when you covered your base expenses and you want to go forward. And if you are struggling to let go of something from the base category, here is a scary number to help you. If you want to keep a monthly subscription alive that costs $10, you will need to have around 1,500 more invested. In other words, 150 times as much as it costs per month. What? Yeah, I'll explain this later in the video. Okay, now we get to the fun and a bit soul-crushing part. Let's say you got $1,000 at the end of the previous chapter, just to keep things simple. So, to take out $1,000 a month, you need a return of $12,000 a year. 12 months, 12 times 1,000. With the good old S&P 500, which returns around 8% a year, you will need 12,000 divided by 8% equals $150,000 invested. Now, I decided to use the S&P 500 in my example because it's a pretty common and safe instrument to invest in long term. Feel free to change it to something else though. You might prefer something riskier or safer. You just need to use the average return of that instrument in the formula. And now you can begin to see how I got to that 150 multiplier earlier when I talked about the subscriptions. 12 months divided by 8% is exactly 150. So if you choose the S&P 500, you will need $150 invested for every dollar you want to gain a month. The big question that still remains though, how can you get to the point where you have that much money invested? And even if you just have it burning a hole in your pocket, you can't just yank it in there all at once, not even in the S&P 500. I will give an answer to these questions in the near future, so make sure to subscribe if you are interested and want to level up your game. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. See you in the next one. I'm just a random guy on YouTube. Following will be just my opinion on... Following will be just my opinion on... my opinion and the experience. Almost. Before we get started, I have to say that